Hey, we're here with Wonderman, episode 2 and 3. So let's see. I think episode 2 was him because he already did the audition. Let's see. So, hmm. I think he had to do an audition tape, and it's like, hold on. It's like, hold on 1 second. Let me get a cheat sheet right quick because it's like, what happened in Wonder Man episode 2 and 3? Get her. Okay, so then there we go. I don't care. We just need to get to the episode. Okay, so the actor image we got arrested. Oh, okay, so we get to have a nice little thing. Okay, so that is what I was thinking. So this was the whole thing of him actually having to go on the tape. He has to tape himself to submit to Wonder Man. So, and thank goodness we don't really have this messed up issue because I was about to say, oh great. I think this series is trying to say screw white women. Because the first one you had a freaking fat girl, fat woman, no offense, but come on now. The showrunner called. Mm-hmm. We get the second one where it's like he gotta film his audition. So he can't do his apartment because he really got into his mind and he kind of jumped up the place and he left the mark on the wall. So he decided to actually go to someone else who has a studio, but it turns out in her waiver, she gets to read the lines. And it turns out that she incredibly sucks at reading the lines to the point where it's like, you suck, move aside, screw the freaking contract you got him to sign because you suck. And it's like, oh, 2 for 2 of having sucky white women. Sorry to be a jerk, but it has to be said. So let's see. Oh yeah, seeing Vivian, oh, makes take cost him to powers to activate. Was that really it? Okay, whatever. Anyways, Simon actually got him to go to a dude. Yeah. Uh his nemesis because we got to see what exactly happened to Simon. No, not Simon. That's not his name. Trevor. Yeah. Oh, so that's his name. Okay. Oh, they call him Slatterly instead of just calling him Trevor. You guys suck. So for Trevor, it turns out that he got freed from the crime syndicate, and then he returns to Hollywood. Yay! To immediately get arrested by the FBI, and then of course, Department of Damage Control, home of we will shoot children, we will beat up kids, we don't care about age, and now we get to the point of where now you're going to be racist. Which is like, was that already a part of the deal? Because it's like Kamala Khan and almost everybody in that freaking everything were actually not even white. You don't know Spider Man is white, so oh, oops. And now you're going for Simon, a black man. You're not looking good at all, dude. You're not looking good. Just step down, lose your job. At least if you lose your job and get out of the way, we can see if it's actually was you who did it or was it actually the Department of Damage Control. But you're in the way, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say that you're pretty kind of racist and you kind of messed up against children. Sorry, dude. Note, let me just make sure everyone knows. I'm talking about his character, not the person himself. I don't even know what his name is. There you go. So for Simon, he got a deal. He either will help him get Simon and find incriminating evidence and get him incarcerated, or, well, you can just go back to jail where it's like, I already had that question. So apparently, yeah. He got out of the freaking thing and it's like, don't you want to ask how did he get, taken from prison? You don't want to ask that. Hmm. Okay. So basically, they went to the guy, which is Trevor's arch enemy, his nemesis, the same guy who actually created Baby's Day Out, but is of course not the original. He's a different person, right? Yeah, let's see. Francis and the Goonies and Bad Boy movies and okay, sure, why not? Anyways, he's allegedly the one who made Baby's Day Out, which, if you don't know that movie, yeah, that was a nice little throwback. Which apparently Disney is like, we fucked that freaking movie. That movie sucked. Oh, Baby's Day Out, which was made in 1994, and who made it? Was Fox. Wait, they own Baby's Day Out though. It's like Disney, what the hell? You're pooping on freaking this movie, which rest in peace, Van Troyer. You're. It's like this movie's all right. I like the. It's like the movie is like but it's like it was something. It was really something. It was something, man. It was something. And you're telling me you guys own Baby's Day Out, and now you're basically being like, it's like, dude, what the freak? And I guess you won't dare make a sequel, huh? Like Fox never did it. It's like I guess it didn't do good in the box office, but it was something. Yeah, it was something. It was an interesting kind of movie. It was. It was. It was. But anyways, they tried doing it in that place, but um, Joe kept on bashing Trevor and telling the truth. That's like, nah, you were freaking out of your wits. You were actually doing drugs and stuff, and it was for the best. You wanted this to happen, and then sadly, the company had enough, and they basically killed your character. They just killed him. It's like, jeez. So they actually eventually just went to Simon's apartment and did a successful tape. Yeah. And of course, Trevor actually was able to use a ring, which I now see what you did there. He used a ring to hack into Simon's computer. And of course, he also saw what happened to the wall. Now we get to the next one, which is let's celebrate your mama's birthday. So they were able to find evidence of Simon's powers from his hacked computer, and he needs to go to Simon's childhood home and for the birthday party of his mom, Martha. Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name? And he's going to use a wiretap to record conversations, and he was able to convince Simon to take him along. But is but Simon's brothers Eric and other relatives kind of suck to him, kind of a jerk to him. So his mom's proud of him, and Eric's dismissive of his career, and Trevor finds nothing from other his relatives and know about him at all. And it's funny. It's funny. It's like you have this cousin that they went carpooling to school every day for like a few years. And apparently they didn't say crap to know about each other. They didn't say nothing. I can tell you one thing. If I was able to stay at Atlanta with my cousin, we wouldn't be silent while going to school. We'll be talking every day. It's like, yeah, we'll be talking every day. I don't know if I'll be a different person, which looks like I might. However, it'll just be more the fact of I'm able to have more stuff. And I would be a little bit more better off versus right now, allegedly. But yeah, either way, it's like me and my cousin will be talking. We'll be talking almost every day, every day. But her, she didn't do it, and then they had a neighbor, and the neighbor just talked trash about freaking Simon. So basically, his family kind of sucks to him. The only one that's all good is his mama, and apparently his dad might have died, and of course there was a house fire that Trevor needed to understand what happened at the house fire. And well, Eric's just a complete jerk. He's like, oh, yeah, you're being an actor and everything. Well, I got a position opening up in my, you know, workplace. And it's like, dude, seriously. And apparently his mom gives money to Simon. And he doesn't like that. And he gave her a ice cream maker, which is like, okay, so she gave her money to buy her a gift, allegedly. It might have been like at least 80% hers, or maybe 70% her earnings given to him. But at least he remembered something that actually would give her a nice touching moment. And oh yes, they remodeled the freaking kitchen. Well, it turns out, yeah, his brother is an idiot, and he based by accident, Simon destroyed the kitchen counter top that was recently renovated. Yeah, Eric, you're an idiot. It's like, Eric, listen, if you know that there's something going on with the house fire, and it's weird that your mama and your brother had no idea you had that ability or power. That's some crazy stuff. He was able to hide that from you until now. It's like, jeez. I bet he could have hid the fact that he was Spider Man. It's like, yeah, with family like this, man, Peter Parker would have been A OK. Am I right? He would have been A OK. But anyways, yeah, Simon and Trevor decided to leave the party, and Trevor stated that, oh yeah, his mom actually was the one that said that, oh, it's good that he had friends because he didn't really have friends, you know. And it's good that he does have a friend that touched Trevor's heart, I believe. And Trevor's the first person outside his family knowing about his powers, which pretty sure that his family either don't know he has powers or they really were able to keep a nice little poker face. But yeah, he considers whether Eric is right and it's time to give up acting. And then Trevor decided to destroy the recording from his wiretap. Just as, um, the person I talked about the episode 2 episodes ago. Yeah, the freaking lady. She called and informed that they are both giving callbacks for Wonder Man. And yeah, Trevor actually supposed to be the buffer. And he wasn't really actually able to help Simon at that point because he was trying to find some dirt for freaking DOD over here. DOC. DODC. So, anyways, here we are at that point, and now let me check something out. He did say something about um Demar Davis. It's like Demar Davis? It's like, yeah, Demar Davis. Doorman. Okay, well, this is gonna be interesting. We'll have to see. I'll see how this plays out, but there we go. Look at that. 13 minutes. It's like, yeah, it's like I knew that DODC was involved with it. I knew it. Of course, I called it. Thank goodness I have that on tape. And well, for him to actually, I wonder how he's gonna explain the whole wiretapping thing because he was like, "Yeah, you're wearing a wire, and the wire's gone. The wire's been destroyed." It's like, oh, oops. But well, whatever. I am going to go. Oh, hey, I have Avengers Iron and Night on. Cool. I have a theory about Wonder Man damage control will become Horus in. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Anyways, hopefully everyone enjoyed this, and I'm gonna go watch episode 4. Not sure I'm gonna watch episode 5. I'm gonna watch episode 4 and bundle up because it's cold outside. I think I just saw Frosty the Snowman for a moment. My Punisher will keep that in mind. See you guys tomorrow.